colleague, Ricky Lien. I'm from the United States, and I rarely get a chance to come over and visit, and here I am, visiting my good friend, Ricky Lien. Appreciate you making time for me today, Ricky.
Thank you, Mel. Today we're going to talk about stress in the workplace, Mel.
Okay.
And I have a question, and the question is, how do we get managers participating with their employees to reduce stress in the workplace?
It's a good question. In fact, just today I read an article in your local newspaper about stress in the office place, stress and feedback. Managers play a big role in how they treat employees and how the employee then might be affected by the stress. Stress changes our emotional capabilities, stress changes our ability to respond, and if we had a good dose of emotional intelligence, sometimes people know it as EQ, for the managers as well as for the employees, we would be way ahead in managing stress in the office.
Is stress related to office politics?
Absolutely, in a big way. First of all, in EQ, one of the things that we learn is how we have to like ourselves and not require other people to make us feel good about ourselves. Now, in office politics, it's a huge issue of being accepted by the in-group or the peer group, or being able to handle the power struggles that go on in office politics. So EQ is a great way for a person not only to handle their stress, but also to come to a place where they like themselves and they're not as involved with or motivated by office politics.
How do you handle stress when receiving feedback or evaluation from the boss?
Oh, that's a big one. You know what happens? Many times the evaluation period, for instance, is a 6-month or a year, and you've been waiting all that time to find out how well you've done. Well, what management can do is, instead of waiting till that moment to give a person feedback or an evaluation of their performance, be giving it to them all along. So when that moment comes, it's not as stressful. If your management is not as enlightened as it could be and do not do that, then what you want to do is count to 10. You want to take a deep breath. You want to do well the whole time. Don't wait for a couple of weeks before evaluations to start doing well. So you'll feel more confident going into that feedback session or the evaluation session. Biggest thing is, do a good job before you get evaluated on, and then your evaluation will reflect the good job that you've done.
And Mal, what would you like to leave with your listeners?
The biggest thing is, you're in charge of your feelings, you're in charge of your life, you're in charge of everything that makes up who you are and who you're going to become. I always like to end my emails and all sorts of presentations with people by saying, be light and be bright. Be a light, a beacon for people's sense of who they are and a sense of who you are. And be bright about it. Shine. Who knows, you may be the only light in the room. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, everybody.